Like many of you, I've discovered the 3DS all over again. It's an amazing console that unfortunately hasn't quite been replicated since its release. It's so unique in its iconic clamshell design and what others may see as polarizing its 3D feature, I somehow can stand and love. But amongst all this excitement, unfortunately when playing and enjoying the console, I experienced issues over time which included ghost inputting and the system randomly turning on and off, which meant I could no longer play games. After much research, googling, redditing and ChatGPTing, I found a surprisingly easy solution which netted me a new Fire Emblem Fates 3DS from Nintendo. So in this video I wanted to share what happened, the issues my console had, and how I received a brand new 3DS from Nintendo. It all started with finishing a session of Mario Superstar Saga on the 3DS, awesome game by the way, which I was playing on a trip, finished up and went back home. When I booted up the console on my next session, the console would be hard to turn on and randomly turn itself off, which is odd. I put it away in my carry case and definitely didn't drop it or anything in the meantime between the sessions. Anyway, I thought it would sort itself out as I've had a dodgy A button before and sticky left and right buttons, but the issue kept persisting to the point where every time I turned on the console, it would turn itself off after either a few seconds or minutes, which is really frustrating. The power button issue became worse when I had to turn the console on from an angle every time, but I could live with it, and somehow the turning randomly off issue became less frequent, but then matters became worse. Ghost inputting. Now this has also happened to me in the past, but went away upon a reboot and fiddling around with the face buttons, but this time though, it kept happening upon rebooting the system and my power button issue returned. Surprisingly, when I held pressure down under the D-pad and on the backplate, the ghosting would stop. I still have no idea why I did that and would only help for a few minutes at most. It still isn't working at this stage. I'm frustrated. I searched around what I could do and saw that Nintendo, up until a couple of months back when I spoke to them, were offering refurbished or new consoles if your 3DS had malfunctioned or sustained damage internally that you didn't cause either by dropping it or being rough. So I went ahead and filled out a form on their website documenting the issue, the ghost inputting and the power failures. It was quite a bit of a document. Agreed to the fee, I think it was around 30 to 40 Australian dollars, and posted it out to them. 2 weeks had passed with no response. I feared the worst. My console was previously modded, but for the purpose of sending it in, I reset it and wiped my data and hoped they didn't use a command to bring up God Mode 9, as there's documented cases of Nintendo refusing to repair or look at a console if they pick up that it has been tampered with in the past. So I nervously waited. On the third week, it finally came around that I hear back from a Nintendo rep who gives me a phone call. They said that there was a circuit failure on my 3DS and they've given me the option of a refurbished or new console for 150 Australian dollars. I wasn't expecting this, to be honest, as my console is the Fire Emblem Fates Special Edition, which aren't easy to come by, doesn't seem like they sold a lot, and wouldn't think they would have any in stock laying around. What I read online otherwise from experiences is that people are receiving new 2DS XLs instead, and saw this consistently in my research, so again, I didn't have my hopes up. I confirmed with the Nintendo rep about 3 to 4 times that I would be receiving this limited edition either in new or refurbished condition. When they confirmed yes, I put my money down straight away and I waited. 3 days later arrived and my new Fire Emblem Fates edition came in. I think it's in new condition, the hinges are making the loud cracking noise, the top and bottom plates are in new condition without any scratches or marks. Buttons, screens, and the rest are all in new condition, what you would expect from a new console. The only thing is, I don't know about the circle pad size. It oddly feels smaller than what I've been used to before, but this obviously hasn't been worn in by use and is probably the freshest circle pad my thumb has ever touched. But I'm extremely happy to not only have a new 3DS, but a limited edition as expensive as this console is amazing. I did find some prices for sealed Fire Emblem Fates editions when I was weighing up the $150, and the eye-wateringly expensive, so of course I went ahead with it. So looking at the console, see for yourself. I believe it's a new one, but unsure how to tell 100%. This may be mixed with refurbished parts, the outside and the buttons may be new. I'm not sure what's happened here, but it looks as new condition to me. This is how I'd expect it to come out of the box originally, about 10 or so years ago. So how did it come back to me? Was it in stock form? Yes, the console came back as new with a fresh reset. I did submit the console with a top IPS panel, so I was hoping to also receive an IPS in return, maybe even a double if I was really lucky. I did get a top IPS panel, so I'm really happy with that. That's what I wanted to keep and was the icing on top of this all. You can see how crisp and new the console is. Look at the buttons, the paint. I can't see anywhere with this console other than me touching it over the last few weeks. But the best thing is that I've received a new console without paying the high prices of a sealed console. This exceeded all of my expectations. I expected just to get a new 2DS XL back, take my losses. Unfortunately, what's happened has happened, but this is amazing. So this whole experience surprised me in how seamless and easy it was to raise this, have it addressed, and receive a new console in return. I of course still paid a fee to receive the console, this isn't for free, and perhaps this rings true only for people that have the new 3DS models like this, especially limited edition ones, but I feel it's an awesome thing either way Nintendo are doing still for the consumer in 2025, years after concluding the product's lineup.